I was given an opportunity to work in a gallery space on my own to prepare for an exhibition. At the time, I was kind of working at a lot of ideas separately, and I decided to bring everything I had in my studio into the space, which then became this frame for trying to interweave these different unfinished works while adapting to a specific space. I was thinking about the exhibition as an already staged experience where you know something is being presented to you and as this controlled environment, and how the process of making something can often feel like a performance itself. I'm always interested in what art is or where it can exist. To me, it can be something that is quite ephemeral or inhabiting or occupying a sort of space of in-betweenness, like a friction. I wanted to kind of investigate that by combining different temporalities and opposites, such as the artificial and the organic material, chaos and order, and noise and silence, and so on. The objects that I chose to include are all more or less from a domestic environment. I like to work with what is already here. I like the idea that some object considered dull or mundane or low value, like a straw or a crisp, can have another purpose or life on its own. So I try to transform or animate objects by different methods in order to look for new relationships or connections that might be hidden. And it can be via elaborate, repetitive or simple gestures, but I think it's important that you can see how the work is made, that it's transparent and what it consists of. The dog is a more literal example. I appropriated it from a street art performance. I'd seen people in the shopping streets in Glasgow making these very lifelike dogs out of actual sand. I was more interested in the sculpture as a residue of this performance and what happens to it when it's left over time and starts to decay. What happens to the illusion, the image of the dog, when it starts to fall apart and its original purpose is lost. I was attracted to the idea of living in another country and exploring a different culture and history and approach to art. I think being in the UK, it definitely impacts or feeds into my work because I'm always accumulating objects and information and material from my everyday surroundings. The experience of being part of Bloomberg New Contemporaries has been really great so far, and I feel very thankful to be part of this exhibition this year. I've been to many of the previous shows, and I always thought that it was such a great and generous way of giving younger artists a platform and an opportunity to show work in institutions like the South London Gallery, and for a wider audience to be able to come and experience it.